Hey, what's going on everyone? This is the OPJellicent and I have another live Ultra Sun Moon OU Wi-Fi battle. We're going up against DS Gaming, so be sure to go ahead and check him out down below in the description. He hit me up on Discord, and he is also a fellow YouTuber in the WPL with me. But if you guys do want to battle, as usual, be sure to go ahead and check out the description and join my Discord server, and that's where I search for battles. But we're using the same team that we used on Tuesday with SD Mega Gallade, Defensive Landorus, Specs, Battle Bond, Ash Greninja, Scarf Hydreigon, Assault Vest Magearna, and Electrium Z Thundurus. I honestly see no reason to lead off with my Hydreigon right here, as it can just U-turn out on everything. And if he leads off with a Mawile, I can just U-turn out on that and bring in my Landorus to get up rocks. So we're going to lead off here with our Hydreigon and see what exactly he wants to do. He could lead off with the Coco if he wants to go for like Dazzling Gleam or something. If he leads off with Coco, I'm just going to U-turn out, I think. Because it could be Scarf and it could just go for U-turn itself. Well, actually, if it's Scarf, it could be Dazzling Gleam too, and I really don't want to take that damage. I might just go hard Magearna if he leads off with the Coco. That would be a tricky lead because it also could just be like Electrium or something, but Hydreigon's a pretty good lead right now, and let's see what he decided to lead off with right here. He has some pretty basic clothes on. He didn't customize a lot, did he? That's alright. I like his hat though, that's pretty cool. Let's see what exactly he decided to lead off with right now. I'm expecting either Mawile or Coco or something like that. Probably Coco to Volt Switch or U-turn out right now, but I guess we'll find out now. He has a normal backpack on too, but let's go ahead and see. So he leads off with the Johnson, which is his Tapu Koko, which is exactly what we expected right now. We lead off here with our Hydreigon. I finally changed my battle style, by the way, because the old one was kind of lame. So, like I said right here, this could very well be Scarf Koko, and I'm not really looking to take a Scarf HP Ice, right? I mean Scarf Dazzling Gleam right away. So we're gonna hard switch out here and just bring in our Magearna, probably on a Dazzling Gleam. But no way I'm staying in right here. Scarf Dazzling Gleam would be kind of a problem, especially since Hydreigon does quite a bit of work this match. It can take Sucker Punches from the Mawile. It obviously can't switch in, but if he Volt Switches out, that could actually be kind of a problem because then he'll get Electric Train boosted Thunder Punches with his Mega Mawile. So we switch out. Let's see what exactly he decided to do. Hoping to see Dazzling Gleam, maybe no Wild Charge, Volt Switch. He actually just hard switches out into what, Mawile? He goes hard Magearna, that's fine. What do I need my Magearna for is the question, because he probably has Electric Terrain boosted Thunderbolts right now. We unfortunately, do we have Thunderbolt? Magearna's a good Latios answer and a Grand answer, so I can't stand right here, unfortunately. We do have Volt Switch, I'm just going to go for that. Hopefully it's a slower one, because then I can bring in something that threatens him, like our Gallade. To just go from there, but if we do outspeed, then it is what it is. He could be like Shift Gear though, I'm not sure if that's his set. He just goes for the Fleur Cannon, very surprised. I guess he's Assault Vest too. Not sure, but I guess we'll find out due to this damage. That's definitely Assault Vest, I think. I mean, granted, it shouldn't do that much, but we'll get an Electric Train boosted Volt Switch out right now, and I guess we'll find out whether he's Assault Vest from this damage. That is Assault Vest, so what do we want to bring in right here? Unfortunately, we can bring in Landorus, we can also bring in our Gallade. He is at -2, which is good to keep in mind. We can also bring in Thundurus and just fire off a Z move, which is not a bad play. I completely forgot his team. Did he have any ground types? I don't believe he had anything to take on Thundurus right here. I think I just want to go Landorus, though, and just get at my rocks. No, you know what? We're going to make the Thundurus play. Just get to free Z move. We can also Volt Switch out if we really want to. And since he is at -2, I know we can take any attack right now. So we'll get in Thundurus right here, and let's see, did he have any ground types? He did have a Landorus T in the back. Alright, so with that in mind, he might just go hard out into that, to be honest. Do I want to double out here? Not really. No, I don't really think I do. This is tricky because he can easily go out into his own Landorus right now. I think my own Landorus is a safe play because we can get in safely and just go for rocks on his. It covers both the plays right now. What else could he switch in? No, you know, we're just going to go our own Landorus. If he stays in an Ice Beam, it's a good play, but I'm really not expecting that right now. He's thinking about this play too. So we switch out. We did see that we switched out first. We'll see what... Hopefully this goes for another Fleur Cannon, no Ice Beam or anything like that. I'll just go for Fleur Cannon to give me my rocks right now. We should outspeed because he has Assault Vest. He actually hard switches, so I'm hoping to see that Landorus. So I'm glad we didn't Z move right there, because he would have just taken that. So we get in our Landorus right here, and my Landorus is pretty much made to respond to opposing Landorus. We don't really need it for anything else. It is a good Mawile answer, but I really don't think we need it. So we're just going to Rocks up right now. Get those up. His Hazard Control is Defog Lando and Defog Lottie, so it could very well be Defog Lando right now. If it is, then that would be kind of unfortunate because, yeah, he goes for the Hidden Power. So we actually saw that he outsped us. Let's see if this does over half. It does. And we go for Rocks right now. So that's a fine exchange. Let's see if he has Defog right here. I'm assuming he probably does. But on the off chance he wants to go for another HP Ice, I'm just going to go hard here into my Greninja. It covers both the defog, his opposing rocks. I'm really not expecting an Earthquake or U-turn right now. That would be kind of random. He could very well Earthquake, expecting me to hard switch out into something, but really not expecting that play. And that looks to be more of an offensive lander since it did over half. It could just be defensive with HP Ice, for sure, but I'm not sure if there's a speed tie right now. He might have speed crept opposing defensive landers to outspeed me right now, but Greninja's a solid play right here in my opinion. I know we can take an Earthquake if we need to. Unfortunately, since he got in his Landorus second, he's not intimidated right now, so it is what it is. We can switch in our Landorus to Mega Mawile later, though, if we really want. And we might take +1 Sucker Punch. I'm not going to calc it. I don't calc during Wi-Fi battles, since these are mainly for fun, but let's go ahead and switch out right here into our Greninja. If he goes for U-turn or Earthquake, good play, but I'm really not expecting that right now. Either Defog or Rocks, or, yeah, he goes for the Rocks, which is fine. And he has to figure out what he wants to switch in right now. I'm assuming Magearna is going to come back in, but let's see what he can switch in. He has his Mawile. I think he has to go out into Magearna. So I can Spike up. I can also just Hydro Pump. We're just going to collect Hydro Pump right now. If we miss, then that would suck. But hoping to not see Lottie, because if it is a Roost Lottie, then we will just have to switch out again. What did he do to my Magearna earlier? He Fleur Cannoned it, so that got me a little bit weakened. But we should still be able to switch into his Lottie just fine with our Magearna right now. So if he stays in, that would probably be best case scenario. Just if he's expecting me just to over predict and go for Dark Pulse or Spike or something. But I know he's going to switch out into either Lottie, but I honestly wouldn't go Lottie if I were him, because Dark Pulse is a potential right here. I decided to make the safe Hydro Pump play. I could have tried to catch the Lottie right here, but we'll see what he wants to do. Probably just going to go Assault Vest Magearna. That's what I would do. It's the safest play in my opinion, but he doesn't know what I am. I could very well be Protean too, with like HP Fire or U-turn or something. Life Orb or E-Belt Protean could very well be a thing right here. And actually, I could Ice Beam too, so I don't think he would want to go Lottie right now. Gren's actually a big threat to his team. So he actually stayed in, and we do connect. Very surprised, but this should go down unless he's Sash. He's not Sash, so we get our Battle Bond. Sweet. Okay, Greninja's going to pick up a kill right now. And he doesn't even know if I'm Specs, because, well, obviously most Grens are Specs, but he doesn't know right now because I got very fortunate with connecting that, but he doesn't know whether I'm Specs right now, because that always OHKOs no matter what. So we get an Ash Greninja right here, and let's see what exactly he wants to bring in next. Getting Ash Greninja is really big, because while he can bring in Magearna or Lottie right now, it's still a great answer. It can also take Sucker Punches from Mawile, and just fire off and OHKO that thing with Hydro Pump, and we can actually outspeed it with Water Shuriken too if we need to. If he goes Magearna, I'm going to have to switch. If he goes Lottie, I'm going to have to switch. If he goes out to anything else... Actually, we outspeed his Coco now because he gave me the Battle Bond. I definitely don't agree with staying in right there. Because while Magearna was useful to switch into my own Magearna, he already saw that I'm Assault Vest, so... I mean, it is what it is. I mean, since he saw that I was Assault Vest, I'm not even that big of a threat to him. So I would have just gone Magearna right there and just taken, like, what, 30%? But he goes Magearna now, which is fine. Specs would do a lot, but he's not in range yet, so I'm just going to switch out. And like I said, what does he have in the back? He has a Latios. Like I said, my Magearna isn't that big of... doesn't have that much usefulness right now, so I'm just going to go out into it. And actually, pretty soon, this Magearna will be in range of my Gallade as well, so hopefully we can get in our Magearna fine right here, and after one more round of rocks, he should be in range of a close combat. Not sure if it's Scarf Lottie or what's going on with that, but unless he's Dazzling Gleam Coco, I know my Gallade can take a hit from that too. So we get in Magearna right here, and we'll see what he wanted to go for. He went for Fleur Cannon again, so he's playing very safely. Just attack what was in front of him. And I can fire off an Iron Head right here. I can also just try to flish with my own Fleur Cannon. And I'm honestly expecting him to Volt Switch out, and we actually saw that he outsped every time, I think. So what would he Volt Switch out into? I figure if I go for Fleur Cannon right here... Actually, wait, I can just Volt Switch out. And if it is slow, then that's great. So hopefully we Volt Switch out right here. We're unfortunately faster, that kind of sucks. Because I'm assuming he tried to go for Volt Switch or something else right now. So what do I want to bring in? We can bring in Thundurus, we can bring in... I'm going to bring in Gallade. It can take an attack at -2. I'm pretty positive we'd Fleur Cannon at -2. He went for Volt Switch, that is what it is. It's just not going to do a lot, but unfortunately he gets to bring in whatever he wants right now. And I think that mon's going to be Coco. I'm definitely going to switch out my Landorus though, my Gallade right here though. It's not worth it. And we'll see what we want to bring out after. Probably... Did we knock out anything? Yeah, we knocked out the Landorus with our Gran, which is big. But I'm probably going to bring in my... If he goes Coco, I'm going to bring in my Magearna again, because we can take any special hits. He's hard switched out turn 1, which means he might have been expecting Scarf Earth Power, which I very well could have had, but I don't think it would have OHKO'd, but judging from the fact that he switched out, I don't think he has Dazzling Gleam, because I would have just clicked it if I were him, because he should know that he lives a Scarf Earth Power turn 1, but who knows? I mean, I'm not sure what's going through his head right now. I guess we'll kind of figure out based on what he sends out right here. He could go Mawile, but... and that then gave me an Intimidate, but we can just go hard Landorus, give him some Rocky Helmet damage, and then go from there. If he SDs up a few times, though, that would be pretty bad. I might just have to stay in if he goes a Mawile in close combat, because there's no way I can let him SD up a few times, because then we can just lose. Actually, we have Shuriken, so I can just go hard Landorus T if he goes Mawile. And once he attacks me with the Rocky Helmet, he'll be in Shuriken, Spec Shuriken range, so that's not looking that bad. And we'll see what he wants to bring in right here. He's really thinking about this. I mean, I feel like Mawile, maybe Lottie, Coco if you have Dazzling Gleam are your only plays. I don't know if Lottie knocks me out with the Draco. I'm sure Psyshock does it though, because if it's like Specs, because Gallade has terrible defense, and I never realized how weird Gallade looks when he's not Mega Evolved. That's Zoro. Okay, that's Latios. Latios is Zero Punch. So we went Latios. I know we can take a hit from this, so it could be Specs Draco. We're Jolly, and if he's not Timid, then I'm just gonna Mega Evolve here and knock off. Like, I don't know if this is a speed tie or not, or what's going on, but we'll see whether or not we want to outspeed right now. If he's Scarf, I'm pretty sure we live everything and just knock him out with knockoff right here. If he's Specs, he has to win a speed tie. And Magearna was probably my better play. I should have gone Magearna. This could be pretty bad right now. But hey, we could outspeed right now, just knock him out with knockoff, and that would put us really far ahead. I like Shiny Mega Latios. I mean, sorry, Shiny Latios. It's just blue. It looks like that one plane from that one TV show. I'm forgetting the name. Shoot, I'm gonna have to remember that sometime. But hopefully we Mega Evolve right here and just knock him out. He could be Colbur too. I don't even know what he is. I have no intel on this thing yet. If it's Scarf, if it's Specs. It could be Soldu too. I mean, Soldu did get a nerf, I'm pretty sure, this generation. So it could very well just be Soldu and just be like... I don't know what he's thinking so long about. Just click your strongest attack. Do you have Shadow Ball? Is that what you're thinking about? I don't know. So we Mega Evolve, and we'll see if we outspeed. If we outspeed right now and get a knockoff off, and he's not Colbur, I'm pretty sure this just straight up knocks him out. We get to see Gallade-Mega Evolve again, though, which is cool. And if he outspeeds, I'm really hoping we live a hit. We actually outspeed, and we just go for a knockoff. Does this do the trick? We knock him out. Sweet. Mega Gallade is so strong, and I'm sure that was a speed tie. Because, yeah, he was Soldu, so if that was Timid, that was definitely a speed tie, and that's pretty unfortunate on his part. I've connected the Hydro and won the speed tie right now. We're getting pretty lucky, but at the same time, that's like a 50-50 and an 85% accurate move. Hydro Pump's 85 now, right? I always get those moves in the stack. I know Fire Blast is 85, Hydro Pump might be 80, not sure, but we get the kill on that Lottie right there, and that's great. Force that thing out, and Magearna is in range now. We should not go Mawile. I would have gone Mawile first. That would have just forced me out. You know what though? If he went Mawile, actually, no, I would have had to Mega Evolve. He would never Sucker Punch and give me a justified boost if I didn't Mega Evolve. But outspeeding there was really big if it was a speed tie. Yeah, I feel kind of bad about that. Let's go ahead and see what he wants to bring out next. Probably Mawile, maybe Coco. What was the rest of his team? We knocked out the Landorus. We knocked out Lottie. If he had Keldeo, that would be kind of like an Oros team with Lando, Lottie, Keldeo. That was super standard back then. So he goes back into the Coco right here. And like I said, I'm just going to switch out right here. There's no point in staying in. He gets his Electric Surge right now. And he could have Dazzling Gleam. I'm just going to switch out and bring in my... What do I not need? I can sack off Landorus, but it's really not worth it yet. Thundurus still does some work. Not really though, because it will be in range of Sucker Punch after the attack. He still has a Greninja on the back too. That's something I have to keep in mind. My own Greninja can deal with that. My own Hydreigon can deal with that. We're going to go here into our Magearna. I don't think it's that as useful anymore. And if he wants to go for Dazzling Gleam, then we eat that up. And I'm pretty sure Gallade didn't even take Specs T-Bolt from the range it's at. So that's the reason I'm making this play. He goes for T-Bolt. We might have been able to live that with Gallade. We'll see if it's Specs right now. I should have checked how much HP we had first. Does he have a Fleur Cannon switch in at this point? Well, he doesn't have a Volt Switch in, so we're just going to Volt Switch out right here. And Electric Terrain boosted Volt Switch should put him in range of Shuriken, which is what I'm going to do after this. 3 hits definitely should be in range of Specs Battle Bond Shuriken. And if we live right here, then that'll be great. I'm not sure if it's a roll. We went from, I think we were at 112 or something. I should have double checked. That was pretty poor on my part, but we're good to go right now. Yeah, we're sitting in a really strong position. We'll see if we live this right now. I think he has to kind of crit me. Maybe he'll get it. Nope, he paralyzes me. Does he full para? Ideally not. Nope, we got our voltage off, so that's cool. That para... I mean, this mon's pretty much sack fodder at this point. So we'll just go here into our Gran. And just click that Shuriken. Pick up some knockouts right now. You should expect Shuriken... Well, actually, I can just Hydro Pump. It could be Scarf, though. I don't know what he is. I'm just going to Shuriken. It'll knock him out. He doesn't have switch-ins at this point. He has his own Gren, which resists, but I'm pretty sure it still takes like 50. Because Gren does not have good Spit F. I mean, it's not defensive at all. So we should be good to go right here. Mawile can come out. It'll take 50. And we outspeed him so we can't Sucker Punch. Well, it's going to have to 2-hit KO, though. I'm pretty sure it'll 2-hit KO after Rocks, but he might sack him on right here and then go Mawile. If he does, I'm just going to switch out into my... What's the smartest play if he goes Mawile after this? So if I go Landorus, get off an Intimidate, and he Swords Dances up, then let's just assume he knocks me out with Sucker Punch. What do I do after that? I might just stay in if he goes Mawile, to be honest. Just have Ashgren do some work, but I'm glad Ashgren's going to have to fire off another attack right now. He should expect Shuriken even if he's Scarf. No way I would not Shuriken right here. I've actually teched Surf on Greninja a few times just because Hydro Pump's accuracy is super sketchy. Fortunately, I have not missed a Hydro Pump yet on the series, so that's pretty cool. But I might change this to Surf eventually, the moment we start missing some, because I know I will eventually. We've just gotten pretty lucky. But Water Shuriken's the best player right now. He's really deciding what he wants to sack off right here. I'm pretty sure he just has to sack off something. Gren will get 2-hit KO'd, Coco will go down from this range, Mawile will get 2-hit KO'd, and what was this last one? He had, we knocked out Landorus, we knocked out Lottie, and completely forgot. I'll check after this turn, but yeah, he switches out. Let's see if he goes Gren, or what he decided to do. He goes Magearna. Oh, that was what it was. Okay, so this might get 2-hit KO'd, we'll see. It's Assault Vest, so from that range. He looks like he's at around 60% right now. We go for Shuriken. No, never mind. We're doing 0. And that is a bit. I mean, it's not terrible, but we have to switch out. And I'm going to sack off my Magearna. Just because it'll prevent him from Volt Switching too, which is kind of what I want. And then we can go Thundurus and fire off that Z move, which is going to be super ideal. It'll knock him out, even though he's Assault Vest, I'm pretty sure. So we'll see what he decided to click. He should, if he tries to Volt Switch out, then we just prevent that right now, which is why I'm sacking Magearna. And yeah, let's see. He gets a Soul Heart boost, it's not going to matter. And he tried to Fleur Cannon, that's fine. So now we just go out here into... We can go Gallade too, if we really want, but... We can go Gallade... No, we're going to have Thundurus do some work. Thundurus does have Sludge Wave in case he wants to go Coco after. We're definitely in range of Coco at this point, especially after Rocks right here, but... That's fine. We're actually odd, even HP. That's definitely wrong. I should be odd HP, so I lived Rocks a few times, but... We're going to fire off that Gigavolt Havoc right now. We knocked out Landorus, so... This definitely is getting a knockout right now, which is pretty much all I want. I'm pretty sure Coco goes down from the range. Did we do any damage to Coco earlier? It switched into Rocks a few times, but I'm pretty sure that was the extent of it, so... this should definitely do enough to knock out AV Magearna. I mean, obviously, I don't think it's boosted by the terrain because the fact that we're Flying type, but it's still a Z move from a Thundurus base 125 special attack. It's pretty strong, so this should do it right here. Definitely think so. If he lives, I'll be very surprised, but we still should be fine. He has to go for Fleur Cannon to knock me out. He could Volt Switch out into Coco and preserve this thing, but it'll die to Rocks if it doesn't get knocked out right here, which would be super ideal. I mean, let's see. By the way, somebody told me to do nicknames in the comments. I'm definitely going to start doing that. I'm starting a Wi-Fi draft league soon, so I'm definitely going to do nicknames for that. And I guess I'll start nicknaming my mons for these Wi-Fi battles too. That could be pretty neat. I'm not very creative with that, but I mean, hey, we'll see. So we fire off our Z move. This should easily knock him out right here. Good to see the Gigavolt Havoc one. Thornus is going to charge up that Z power. I might use this for the thumbnail right here, depending on whether I want to feature Ashgren or Thundurus Eye. But we go for that nice Gigavolt Havoc. We get to see the animation, and this should knock out Magearna from the range it's at. Did he knock out a single Pokemon yet? He knocked out... Oh yeah, I gave him Magearna right there, so we'll see. He actually lived it, so... Like I said, he goes for Fleur Cannon, he does connect it, and this should easily knock me out, but honestly, I'm not worried. Yeah, Assault Vest is going to blow me back, so we're down, he evened out the score, but at this point, Magearna has to Rock, so it's really not that even right now. He gets another Soul Heart boost, so this is kind of sketchy. I have to go out to a mon that guarantees a knockout right now. So we're going to go here into our I like Gallade, to be honest. I mean, I like Hydreigon, to be honest. Yep, Hydreigon, come on out. Honestly, Scarf Earth Power is kind of a win condition now. So we get in this Mon. We take some rocks. That's not that big of a deal. And I'll just Earth Power right here, I think. Is there any reason to do anything else? We can U-turn out, but it's not going to knock him out. Yeah, he's 4 times the resist U-turn, so we knock that thing out with Earth Power, which is cool. We'll find out what he wants to go out into next. Maybe Mawile, maybe Gran. He might go Gran and try to like Ice Beam or something. I could see that because Ice Beam will knock me out, and Gran should take an Earth Power. I don't know if Mawile takes an Earth Power. He goes Gran. Is a Scarf Protean? What? I'm kind of curious now. If we crit him, we'll knock him out, but other than that, I don't think we're going to knock him out right here. But the point is, we can bring in Gran after and just go for Water Shuriken, because he's going to be locked into whatever he goes into, I'm assuming. And even if he's not, then Gran should live a Water Shuriken. I'm hoping he's not Scarf right now, though. Scarf Ice Beam could be a little bit of a problem. That's actually a good win condition if he tries to free stuff with Scarf Ice Beam. But he has to click the attack that knocks me out right here, which I'm assuming is Ice Beam. I actually run Spike on my set, he might not. So that does quite a bit, actually. He goes for Hydro Pump. That's not going to knock me out. Yeah, we easily live that. That actually does so much. Is that a crit? No crit. I'm very surprised. But he knows I'm Scarf now. We just go for Earth Power again, and we should be good to go with the Gallade, plus, what else do we have in the back? We have Landorus still that can take hits from Coco, which is great because Coco cannot lock itself into Electric type move with Scarf or Specs or anything like that. And we actually still have Shuriken in the back too, so I'm pretty sure we just secured the match. Unless he Shurikens right here. Nope, he switches out. Let's see what he wants to sack off. Sacks off the Coco. So now, I guess he's going to try to go Mawile? Not sure, but Earth Power will definitely knock him out unless he's Shika, which I don't doubt. Yeah, so we knock that thing out. And if he was Shika, then we just knocked him out after. And yeah, this is Modest Scarf, actually, so if he was like Timid Coco, I don't think Timid Coco outspeeds Modest Hydreigon still, so that's kind of irrelevant. But let's see what he wants to bring out next. Probably Mawile. Considering the fact that he switched out, I think he has to go Mawile. Why would he switch out Gran and then go back into it? Unless you want to go for Shuriken thinking it kills? I think he needs Shuriken crits at this point. I don't think Mawile's the play, but after this I'll just go Gran and click Water Shuriken twice to finish up the match. If he does knock me out with Mawile right here. We could very well just get a crit with Hydreigon too. That's always a possibility. But let's see. Goes Gran. This should get knocked out by Earth Power. If not, we should live a Shuriken too. So we go for Earth Power right here. We'll see whether he wants to try to knock me out with Shuriken or not. He might. I mean, we still have Shuriken in the back, and Earth Power will put... He goes for Shuriken. So Earth Power will put Mawile in range of my Gran, which is all I want. So that's 1 hit. That's 2. He just gets 2. Feels bad, but I don't think... I'm pretty sure we would have lived 5 right there, but we go for Earth Power and just knock that thing out. And his last Mon right here is the Mawile, which cannot set up on me because it'll be put in range of Shuriken. So I think that's going to be a GG right here to DS Gaming. Goes into Gregson, which is that Greninja. No, Mawile, sorry. We have the Greninja to clean this thing up. But we're going to click Earth Power right here, and we should be good to go. Earth Power is going to come out. Once he clicks a move, he Mega Evolves, obviously. Mega Mala is nothing like it used to be in Oras. In Oras, it used to be Ubers for the entire generation, but now it's just not as strong. I mean, it does have synergy with Tapu Koko with the Thunder Punch, obviously. It goes for Sucker Punch, we'll see if it kills. It does not. I'm not sure if that was a roll or not, but we go for Earth Power right here, and we bring him really low, and that's in Shuriken range, so he might run. Not sure what he's going to try to do right here, whether he wants to play it out. He might take the differential right now, but he goes for Sucker Punch again. That's fine. And what do I want to finish up the game with? We can finish it up with the Gallade. I don't think Gallade lives a Sucker Punch, though. So we're going to finish it up with our Gran right here, which is probably going to be the featured mon for this battle, I think. Yeah, Gran did a ton of work. It knocked out Landorus. It knocked out... What else? Didn't the Gran knock out anything else? It Shuriken did the Magearna, I remember that. But we're going to click Shuriken right here and finish it up. So he might Sucker Punch. No, we just go... Oh, we would outspeed if you want to Sucker Punch. So we Shuriken right there, and that's going to finish up the match. So we get a nice 3-0 victory against DS Gaming. Very close match, very fun. I'm glad Gran got to do quite a bit of work there, but... yeah, GG, and that's going to be the battle. So as usual, if you guys do want to battle me, as you see we win 3-0, be sure to go ahead and check out the description, join my Discord, all that goodness. And yeah, if you guys are new, be sure to go ahead and subscribe, and I will save the battle video right here. And yeah, that's going to be that. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.